What would happen if 64 congregations lived out our strategy of connect, learn, serve, and partner? What would happen? What would happen if our Great Commission Christians became intentionally involved in our communities for the purpose of sharing Jesus? I've just given you 3 ways where we can get involved in the community in order to share Christ with others. What would happen if we said like Isaiah said, "Here we are, Lord. Send us." What would happen if we said that we were ready to take the spiritual responsibility for Eastern Polk County? Responsibility for taking Christ to hurting people. What would happen? Listen, folks, come up here real close. You need to hear this. We need to take spiritual responsibility for Eastern Polk County. We got to take responsibility for it. Now listen, we'll welcome the Methodists and the Presbyterians and Church of God and all that want to come and help us, but we have got to be the tip of the spear. We've got to be the leaders in an effort to take Christ to Eastern Polk County, because if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. Do you believe me with this? Are you on board with this? Now, some of you are already saying, I can hear you already saying, "Mike, this sounds good and all, but isn't this just too much? Come on, man. Our people are so comfortable in their pews, and there's no way I'm going to get my people in my church to do anything like this. There's no way that that's going to happen." I could not disagree with you more. Because here's what I think. I think the people that are in this room want to see God do something big. We want to be part of God sending the next great awakening through Eastern Polk County. We want to see Him do something big. But let me tell you something, folks. It's going to take us living by faith. And let me tell you something else, too. God told me this the first of this year. He said, "Mike, you're going to have to be brave." And the people of the Ridge Baptist Association, they're going to have to be brave. Look at this passage. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. We haven't seen it yet, because all it is a blank canvas. But we've got to think like an artist. Look at the canvas. Look at the canvas. Put the canvas up there. Gary, help me here. Go to the next slide. We've got this mission frame. Let's go to the next canvas. Let's go to the next slide. Is there a next slide? There it is. It's the canvas. What do you see, artists? It's like Wilbur Johnson said, it's like a mirage. I look up there and I see the canvas, I see the painting. Even though there's no paint on it, I can see it. Can you see it, folks? Can you see it? Can you see churches connecting with one another? Can you see pastors? I look at this and I see pastors that are getting together and they're burdened about lost people in their community. I see pastors that are getting together with civic leaders, and they're sitting around a table with school officials and sitting around the table with principals and with law enforcement and mayors, and they're looking at their situation and saying, how can we partner together? Don't you see that? I see churches locking arm in arm for an evangelistic strategy. I see churches joining with their communities to share Jesus. Look at there. I see churches that are no longer counting the number of people that come to them, but they're counting the number of people that they send out into the community to reach others like missionaries here in Polk County. Do you see it? Do you see those boys who were on their way to jail? But a godly man, once a week, took out time from lunch to go up to the school and spend time mentoring them. Do you see that person that's coming out of jail never to go back because they've got a mentor that's helped them and they're not repeat offenders anymore? They've been set free. Do you see it? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. If we connect and learn and serve and partner, what a beautiful painting that God will paint. Could we say tonight, God, we're your paint, we're your brushes. Spread us all over Polk County. Spread us all over eastern Polk County until your love penetrates every crevice of this canvas. Because we're ready to connect and to learn and to serve and to partner.